Ah, who doesn't love a good road trip? There's something about the open road, the wind in your hair, the threat of impending doom at every turn. Wait, what? Yes, you heard that right. Not all roads are paved with gold and sunshine. Some are frankly a bit more hair-raising than heartwarming. Buckle up and get your GPS ready as we set off on a journey through some of the scariest roads in the world. These roads are not for the faint-hearted unless you fancy a quick way to spike your adrenaline levels. Welcome to our guide to the top 15 scariest roads around the globe. Number 1. The Guoliang Tunnel Road, China. Situated high in the Taihang Mountains of the Henan province, you'll find the Guoliang Tunnel Road. This road isn't just a road, oh no. It's a dimly lit tunnel carved directly into a mountain. It's as if some disgruntled mountain spirits thought, let's make a road that's really a tunnel but make it terrifying. And thus, the Guoliang Tunnel Road was born. Now, this road may not seem too daunting at first glance. That is, until you realize it's only 13 feet wide. Yes, just 13 feet to accommodate vehicles in both directions. Because who doesn't love playing a round of chicken with an oncoming truck, am I right? Oh, and let's not forget the sheer drops. On one side, you've got a mountain wall, and on the other, there's just a smidge of space before a precipitous fall into oblivion. Lovely. There are windows carved out of the mountain that may look like lovely viewing points, but let's be honest, they're probably there so you can say a quick prayer or scream into the void as you navigate this monstrous creation. It gets better, though. The road wasn't even made by professional road builders. It was carved by 13 local villagers over 5 years. 13 villagers who presumably looked at this mountain and thought, you know what this place needs? A road that'd give even a mountain goat vertigo. You might think this road would be avoided like the plague, but no, it's a popular tourist attraction. Because nothing says holiday like a near-death experience, right? Plus, the views are genuinely breathtaking. Assuming you can look without your hands tightly gripping the steering wheel in sheer terror. So, if you're a fan of thrill-seeking, narrow paths and questioning the sanity of mankind, then the Guoliang Tunnel Road is the road for you. As the old Chinese saying goes, may you live in interesting times and may your journey include the Guoliang Tunnel Road, or something like that. Just remember, if you do take this road, drive carefully, avoid looking down, and maybe have your last will and testament handy. Trust me, you're going to need it. All this to say, the Guoliang Tunnel Road is a classic example of how sometimes the scenic route isn't necessarily the best option. I mean, you could just stay home and watch a horror movie. But where's the fun in that? Number 2, North Yungas Road, Bolivia. Next on our whirlwind tour of thrill-packed thoroughfares is the ominously named Road of Death, or North Yungas Road in Bolivia. Doesn't it just sound like a joyride? This 43-mile track from La Paz to Coroico will have you hugging the cliff face as you edge along narrow roads while the abyss below beckons. But don't worry, there are plenty of crosses lining the route to remind you of those who've, not quite made it. Is that reassuring? No? Well, I thought it might help. While the sheer drops might get your heart pounding, it's the frequent fog, rain, and landslides that really make it interesting. Nothing quite says extreme road trip, like trying to outrun a landslide. And let's not forget the parades of heavy-duty trucks and buses that believe in their divine right to dominate the road. But here's the fun part. It's also a popular cycling route, because who wouldn't want to pedal their way down a highway of horrors, right? This is precisely what adrenaline junkies do for fun these days, apparently. Hats off to their bravery, or should we say love for high-risk scenarios. Number 3, James Dalton Highway, Alaska, USA. Heading north, far north, we arrive at the James Dalton Highway. This 414-mile-long roller coaster in Alaska will have you clinging to your steering wheel as you navigate its frost-heaved asphalt and loose gravel. Billed as the loneliest road in America, you'll encounter exactly 3 towns along the way. So if solitude and potential doom is your idea of a good time, you're in for a treat. Winter temperatures can plunge down to a brisk minus 62 degrees Celsius, so be sure to pack your woolly hat. And bear in mind that it's not just the weather that's chilling. The highway's home to plenty of wildlife, including moose and bears. And they're not just crossing the road for giggles, they're often running away from something bigger and badder. So if you do stop for a selfie, make it a quick one. While its remoteness and the harsh conditions would put most drivers off, it's actually a vital supply route for the oil fields of the Alaskan North. So the likelihood of being sideswiped by a tanker truck is very real. But hey, it's all part of the Alaskan charm, right? Remember, folks, on the Dalton Highway, it's not just about reaching the destination, it's about the existential dread of the journey itself. At least you'll have an amazing story to tell if you survive it, or a fantastic plot for a survival movie. Your choice. Number 4. The Road of Death, Australia. Let's take a sharp turn south and head over to the land down under, where everything wants to kill you, including the roads. Meet the aptly named Road of Death, also known as the Bruce Highway in Queensland, Australia. In theory, this highway offers a delightful route along the northeastern coast of Australia, offering glimpses of stunning beaches and lush rainforests. But in practice, it's a little more, shall we say, exciting. Now, there's no shortage of danger on the Bruce Highway. Flooding? Check. Cyclones? Absolutely. Tsunamis? Well, it's not completely out of the question. Oh, and let's not forget the drop bears. Kidding. Those aren't real. Or are they? The real danger, however, comes from the infamous local fauna. Kangaroos, known for their impeccable timing, love to play an exhilarating game of who can jump in front of the car at the last moment. Not to mention the venomous snakes, spiders, and crocs that occasionally decide to take a leisurely stroll across the highway. Talk about thrill seekers. Number 5. Atlantic Road, Norway. Our next stop takes us to the scenic yet fearsome Atlantic Road in Norway. Now you might be thinking, Norway, land of fjords, northern lights, and IKEA's meatballs, what could possibly go wrong? Well, my friends, you'd be surprised. This 5.2-mile stretch of road hops from island to island like a terrified rabbit, barely skimming the icy Atlantic waters. Now here's the kicker. Norway has this fun little weather feature called hurricane-like storms. So, while you're driving, you might just find a monstrous wave or two crashing over the guardrail. It's like an automated car wash, but free, and with a pinch of mortal peril. However, if you're an avid bird watcher, there's good news. The road is considered a prime location for bird watching. That's if you can keep your binoculars steady while the car is being lashed by ocean waves and gale-force winds. Sounds delightful, right? And let's not forget the grand finale, the Storseisundet Bridge. This architectural marvel appears to drop off into the ocean, leading to its nickname, the Road to Nowhere. A fitting end to your Atlantic Road journey, wouldn't you agree? In the immortal words of a certain frozen princess, you might just have to let it go and embrace the fact that driving in Norway could turn into an unexpected sailing adventure. Hold on to your Viking helmets, folks. Number 6. Transfăgărașan Road, Romania. Dracula, is that you? This might be your first question as you navigate the hairpin turns of the Transfăgărașan Road in Romania. Snaking its way through the Carpathian Mountains, this road seems to be inspired by a vampire's idea of a fun roller coaster ride. Jeremy Clarkson of Top Gear famously called it the best road in the world, which really should be taken as a warning sign. After all, what's fun for Clarkson usually involves excessive speed, questionable car modifications, and the looming threat of a spectacular crash. The road is studded with sharp curves, steep cliff faces, and breathtaking views that are literally dizzying. It's like a 56-mile-long winding staircase that could easily feature in a nightmare. But hey, if you're a fan of literal cliffhangers, this might just be your dream come true. And remember, it's Romania, the land of Dracula. So don't be surprised if you see a bat or two flitting about. Perhaps they're just checking if you're still on the right path. Or maybe they're looking for a quick snack. Who knows? Number 7. BR-116 Brazil. Next, we take a trip to sunny Brazil, home of samba, soccer, and, apparently, a road with a fatality rate that would give a horror movie director pause. Say hola to the BR-116, or as it's more chillingly known, the Highway of Death. Snaking its way down the eastern coast of Brazil, this road offers a tantalizing mix of blind curves, unpredictable weather, and poorly maintained sections. Oh, and bandits. Yes, actual bandits that might take a fancy to your car or what's in it. How quaint. Perhaps the most fun part of this road is that it cuts through Brazil's diverse weather conditions. You could be cruising through a tropical rainstorm one minute and a blinding dust storm the next. It's like Mother Nature's very own theme park ride, a thrill a minute. So, if you're looking to experience all the different climates of Brazil in a single day while dodging bandits and braving dilapidated roads, the BR-116 is just the ticket. Just remember, when it comes to road trips on the BR-116, it's less fast and furious and more slow and seriously cautious. Number 8. Stelvio Pass, Italy. Buongiorno, daring driver. Are you ready for a second helping of the Stelvio Pass? Excellent, because this road, tucked away in the stunning Italian Alps, is a drive that you won't forget, no matter how many espressos you drink. From a bird's-eye view, the Stelvio Pass looks like a piece of spaghetti thrown against a wall, a crazy, convoluted tangle that somehow makes sense when you're on it. Or at least it starts making sense after you've navigated a few of the 48 hairpin bends and accepted your fate. But here's a pro tip. Don't let the majestic alpine views distract you. Sure, the stunning vistas are perfect for a postcard, but remember, the only guardrails between you and a sudden drop are those cute little stone walls. And they're about as effective as a chocolate teapot. You might think that since it's Italy, the biggest danger you'd face is a swarm of Fiats zipping past you. Think again. The real danger is the enthusiastic cyclists who come here in droves. Imagine taking on a road with a gradient of up to 14% on 2 wheels. It's no wonder the Stelvio Pass is often included in the Giro d'Italia race, where the participants' favorite pastime is laughing in the face of gravity. But let's not forget the weather. It can change faster than a Ferrari going from 0 to 60. One moment you're cruising under a bright blue sky, and the next, you're caught in a snowstorm that would make a Yeti shiver. For thrill seekers, the Stelvio Pass is a siren's call, daring them to pit their driving skills against her curves. But remember, much like the sirens of mythology, this beauty has a bite. The best way to enjoy this drive is to take it slow, soak in the breathtaking views, and maybe do a bit of car karaoke to keep the nerves at bay. One thing's for sure. Whether you're doing it for the gram, the thrill, or because you took a wrong turn at the last junction, the Stelvio Pass will leave an imprint on your memory, and possibly your car's bumper forever. Number 9. James Dalton Highway, Alaska, USA. I'm glad to see you're a glutton for punishment. Welcome back to the James Dalton Highway. We've been here once before, but this road deserves a second glance, or perhaps a second white-knuckled grip on the steering wheel. Frosted with ice most of the year, the highway becomes a slick, slidey adventure that demands more than just winter tires. Here, your willpower to stay on the road will be tested just as much as your car's traction. At night, if you're lucky, you'll see the sky lit up with the aurora borealis. A stunning spectacle that might just distract you enough to forget you're driving on a death-defying road. Sweet, isn't it? Fuel stations are rarer than a Yeti sighting, so be sure to fill up before you start this chilly journey. And if you do spot a Yeti, no, you're not hallucinating from hypothermia. That's just Bob, the local truck driver, in his winter gear. While navigating this icy artery of death, remember the golden rule. When the road conditions get tough, the tough get a snowplow or a dog sled team, whichever is closer at hand. The Dalton Highway is an all-in-one package. Seclusion, frigid temperatures, wildlife encounters, and most importantly, plenty of stories to make your friends' jaws drop. Number 10. Guagua Pichincha Volcano Road, Ecuador. From the icy expanse of Alaska, we shift gears to the tropical climes of Ecuador. More precisely, to a road that is, in every sense of the word, smoking hot. Say hola to the Guagua Pichincha Volcano Road. What's scarier than a dirt road clinging to the side of a mountain? A dirt road clinging to the side of an active volcano, of course. Now that's a real blast. If you've ever had the urge to test your off-road driving skills while also testing your luck with Mother Nature's fiery temperament, then this is the road for you. Just remember, when they say lava crossing, they're not joking. The road is steep, narrow, and filled with sharp turns that could very well lead you into the fiery mouth of the volcano itself. But hey, if you're going to go, why not go in a blaze of glory, right? While driving here, remember to keep your windows rolled up. Not because of the sulfuric gases, though they're no picnic either, but to prevent ashes from a potential eruption from entering your car. They really don't get off upholstery. Number 11. Skipper's Canyon Road, New Zealand. We hop over to the land of the Kiwis for a jaunt down the Skipper's Canyon Road. New Zealand, renowned for its breathtaking landscapes, hobbits, and, oh yes, a road that's quite literally carved into the side of a mountain. This charming 16 5-mile-long track is a relic of the gold mining era, complete with narrow paths, steep drops, and absolutely no guardrails. Because who needs safety when you've got stunning views, right? And don't even think about rushing. It's so narrow that if two vehicles meet, one will have to back up until a passable section is found. Think of it as an impromptu opportunity to practice your reversing skills, preferably without toppling over the edge. The road is so treacherous that car insurance companies won't cover you if you decide to drive here. Yes, it's that terrifying. But on the bright side, you'll have a fantastic view of the Shotover River as you question your life choices. Don't forget, this is the land of adventure sports. So if the drive doesn't get your adrenaline pumping, you can always bungee jump off a nearby bridge. Because after surviving a drive on the Skipper's Canyon Road, jumping off a bridge might seem downright sensible. Number 12. Los Caracoles Pass, Chile, and Argentina. Next on our intrepid itinerary is the Los Caracoles Pass, a road that traverses the dizzying heights of the Andes between Chile and Argentina. If you have a fear of heights, look away now. The road is a dizzying succession of sharp turns and switchbacks, which looks like a child's scribble from above. On the bright side, at least you don't have to worry about speed limits. Not unless you're auditioning for the next Fast and Furious movie, that is. Oh, did I forget to mention the snow? Because there's snow. Lots of it. Enough to make your wheels slip and slide like a salsa dancer on a buttered floor. Chains are recommended, and no, I don't mean the jewelry kind. So here's the lowdown. You'll be driving uphill on a steep, winding road where snow is a frequent uninvited guest and guardrails are as rare as a penguin in a desert. Sounds fun, right? Remember, they don't call it Los Caracoles or the snails in English for nothing. Take it slow, steady, and remember to breathe. The view at the top is breathtaking in more ways than one. Number 13. The Zoji Pass, India. Next, we journey to the majestic Himalayas for a driving experience that will have you gripping your steering wheel so hard, your knuckles will turn whiter than the surrounding snow. Say namaste to the Zoji Pass in India. This narrow, treacherous road threads through the mountain range, reaching an altitude of 11,575 feet. It's so high up you'll have to pop your ears every few minutes. Or maybe that's just your body's way of saying, I don't want to hear about it. The road is typically open only between June and September when it's relatively free from snow. And by relatively, I mean there's only a slight chance you'll be buried under an avalanche. Comforting, isn't it? Landslides are a regular feature here, adding an extra dash of adventure to your journey. Just imagine, you, your car, and a tumble down a Himalayan slope. Now that's a slide to remember. All in all, the Zoji Pass gives you the whole death-defying road package. Blind curves, vertigo-inducing cliffs, unpredictable landslides, and the chance to wave at a snow leopard. If you're going to risk it all, you might as well do it in style. Number 14. Kolyma Highway, Russia. Pack your fur coats, comrades. We're heading to the coldest region of the world outside Antarctica, home to the infamous Kolyma Highway in Russia, also known as the Road of Bones. Yes, you read that right. Road of Bones. Feeling a chill already? Constructed during Stalin's rule, this road gets its macabre nickname from the prisoners who died during its construction and were buried in its foundations. Now there's a cheerful thought as you drive along, trying to ignore the frostbite. Here's the fun part. Temperatures often plunge below minus 60 degrees Fahrenheit in winter. Under such conditions, your car can literally freeze into an expensive, unmovable ice cube. On the bright side, you won't have to worry about traffic. Remember to pack plenty of supplies, because the next pit stop could be hundreds of miles away. And no, the frozen carcass of a woolly mammoth doesn't count as a snack. All in all, the Kolyma Highway offers the perfect blend of chilling history, bone-cracking cold, and the constant reminder that you're driving on an icy graveyard. Bring a thermal flask of tea, a dash of Russian stoicism, and you're good to go. Number 15. Halsama Highway, Philippines. Let's trade the frigid Russian expanse for the tropical climes of the Philippines. More specifically, the Halsama Highway, a road that winds its way up and down mountains, making it one of the highest highways in the country. What this road lacks in icy peril, it more than makes up for with landslides, steep cliffs, and sections that seem to have been designed by a roller coaster enthusiast. It's an adrenaline junkie's dream and a nervous driver's nightmare. Driving on this road is like playing a game of dodge the obstacle. One moment, you might be swerving to avoid a rogue rock. The next, a farm animal that's taken a fancy to the road. The locals must think traffic cones are passé. To top it off, the highway is often shrouded in fog, turning the drive into a real-life game of blind man's bluff. Who knew driving could be so exciting, right? So, there you have it, the Halsema Highway. It offers a thrilling mix of foggy visibility, surprise landslides, and occasional livestock on the road. Just remember to keep your eyes on the road and not on the stunning mountain views or the chickens.